open micer all over Austin for several years. He's a very funny dude. If you don't recognize him, you'll recognize him after tonight. Make some noise for Derek Dimpfl, everybody.
Hello, Austin Beerworks. I'm going to read you some filthy poems. Good. There was a lady from College Station who had vaginal rejuvenation. The key to her heart was to tear it apart and then end it with asphyxiation. Drink another beer. There was a young lady from Minsk whose pussy she'd never rinse. I had my guard up, but I was so hard up that even her coochie I'd risk. This is going to be a world tour of these. So. There was a young woman from Delaware who kept all her meat in a Tupperware. After a week, it all started to reek, but not nearly as bad as her underwear. Well, I guess I should tell you I'm autistic at this point. These aren't really... Well, no, we're still chuckling. Yeah, what was I expecting? Just like the place to shake with laughter every time? It's okay. You can just tell these. I met a plump thing from Derry while crossing a strait on a ferry. When the boat sunk, I grabbed hold of her trunk, but that much luggage I couldn't carry. My sister is a talented pianist. She played Bach and Schubert and Liszt. Her fingers so agile and restless, meanwhile, there isn't a tryst she'd resist. I have 2 transistors and they're both whores. There was a young lady from Montauk who would never stop just to talk, but give her a holler and wave her $10, and for that she'd sit on any cock. There was a young woman from Dallas who would grab onto any old phallus. So vigorous was she at jerking for free, each hand is now just one big callus. There was a young girl from Poland whose virginity could never be stolen, but then played strip bingo with the great Mandingo. It evacuated her whole colon. I feel like I'm doing something to you that you won't like. There was a woman, Suzanne, whose pregnancies never were planned. At length, her vagina stretched wider and wider until all of Texas it spanned. Well, I think these are clever. They're just pretty gross. Maybe I'll just sprinkle them in the future. But today, I'm going hard. I'm going all the way through. There was a man named Rick who accidentally cut off his prick. It wasn't a curse. He made a coin purse, and his friend said, "Gee, that's a neat trick." It's especially near to my heart. My sisters, you know. And it is odd that they both date women. They're weird now. More on that later. There was a young woman from Austin. No, fuck that one. All right. All right. The second line isn't so good, but bear with me. There was a young woman from Austin who had herself a pet gosling. She was so loose, she'd always get goosed. And the Rainy Street River she was lost in. There was a boy from Staten Island who pleasured himself with his hand. His first time with a girl gave his cock such a twirl. His pregnancy now was unplanned. I think it sounds just as loud if I do it this way. There was a man from Houston whose warden always goosed him. He gave such great dick, so long and so thick, that eventually he set free and loosed him. There once was a virgin school shooter. This really means something to me, this one. Who wanted to fuck his tutor. To save the whole school, she sucked off his tool and gave him a piece of her cooter. Well, those were all those. Thank you. Oh, I feel like such an asshole now. Well, hey, what's up, George? Hell yeah. You know I'm on the spectrum?
Oh, yeah, I'm aware.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Doesn't totally make sense that I'm autistic because my favorite kind of pornography has lots of eye contact. It's my dad who's in the model trains, though. What am I supposed to do about that? I used to be a substitute teacher. I got fired for reading those poems at school. It wasn't as difficult a job as I first thought. I thought, like, okay, well, after a certain point, like, I could just give anyone a bathroom pass. I sent half the class to the bathroom if I made my job easier. It's like Oprah, and you get a pass, and you get a pass. Assistant principal would come in, I don't know what happened. The high schoolers used to call me Marv from Home Alone. With AIDS. After the electrocution. Elementary schoolers, oddly enough, always called me Dahmer. I just wanted to know how they knew about the show. The kids would tell me to suck their dick to my face. You silly little bitch. I would say, you silly little, I didn't say that. Fine, all right. Did you know Dahmer did that? All right, this is not going in a good direction. My glasses are new. All right, thanks for no support. That's cool. No, that's fine. It's too late. It's too late for these and everything else. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they're like my sisters transitioning. I want to try this one. At 5 o'clock, they both have a shadow. I do have 2 transistors. Made a radio out of it. I'm trying to contact the aliens. I read a lot of sci-fi growing up. They both cut their antennas off. I don't know. Just imagine a radio with 2 penis antennas on it. All right, well, here's one absolutely awful joke to finish it off with. I once shot up an entire school, but it's okay, kids love heroin. Hey, make some noise for Austin Beerworks. Keep it going for yourselves. One more time for Nick Thomas. Thank you.
Hey guys, keep it going for yourselves. Keep it going for Derek Dimpfl. Derek Dimpfl strikes me as the kind of guy that convinced his sisters to transition just so he could make that joke. You know what I mean? Let's talk to him separately. It's like, listen, you know this isn't who you really are. We both know. Okay, sorry, that got really dark.